Hello Margaret Wood, how are you? Did you not say you were going to do your first wild swim soon? Is that this week or have you done it? You can come this way, you know. Look at her, the shy, retiring Lisa.
Hello.
Hello Judith. Hello Anne, hello Irvin, nice to see you. Hello Evelyn, Louise. Hello Barbara. Saturday. Did you say it's Dumfriesshire? Is it in freshwater or seawater? Hello from Hot Holland. Well, hello from... It's warm, isn't it, Lisa?
It is warm, yeah.
It's warm. It's not hot. But I experienced hotness on Monday. Hello, Gillian. Heather says hello, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Bohenko Lessard. No idea what that means. Maybe it's something private between you. Yeah, on Monday I had to go into Newcastle. It's very sad because my next door neighbour died 2-3 weeks ago, and her funeral was on Monday, and of course there are restrictions on the numbers. So it was really nice to be included in what was quite an intimate funeral. Sad. But then I went to my mum's and sat in her garden, and I was unbelievably hot, and I just sweat coming out of my eyeballs. Dumfries freshwater, I'm nervous. Why would you be nervous? Can you swim, Margaret? Hello Fiona, how are you? I think you must have had lightning storms last night, because we went to bed at about, 11, and we turned all the lights on and looked out the window, and over to the west the sky was just flashing repeatedly. Couldn't really hear any thunder. So, hello Maria Cooper, and congratulations on having your painting accepted for something. It's a really nice painting. Sorry, I can't remember. Hello Irene. So yeah, I of course I had black linen trousers on. So I was dressed for a funeral, and it's just so hot, I had to just go. And she was standing on the pavement going, "No, don't go." And I just said, "Don't be so bloody needy, you old bag." And that made her laugh. And last night there definitely were. I can swim, but dark water gives me the terror. Well, it might not be dark. You might be able to see nicely through it, down to the fish and the eels and the weeds. Hello, Alex Thompson. Hello, Pauline. So, yeah, it's just pleasantly warm today. I have recently been doing dressage competitions, and on Saturday I did one down near Tower Law, and I was very relieved to see that we didn't... Al Brown, have you got nothing better to do? That's my son-in-law watching. I was very relieved to see we didn't have to wear tweed jackets. And likewise last night, eels, weeds, so supportive, yes. Well, they're the nice things. Dead bodies, just dead things floating around. Right, to work. Hello, John Armstrong. You watch, but you never say anything, John Robert Armstrong. So the other day, hoping you'll get a tune on. Speaking of tunes, will you tell that wife of yours to get in touch with Ruby and to charm the old people in the care home where my friend works, Olivia Marshall. Hello. Right, so the other day, the last time we were here, we were talking about using masking fluid to get that pure white that is so important for some things. That's the stuff. And do you remember, there are different ways of putting it on. You can have a sacrificial brush, which I have just permanently in water, because that stuff is liquid rubber. If you leave it on, it is... No, I won't stop, Margaret. trying to think of some of the horrible things I've seen underwater or put my hand on. Very sharp rocks the other day. Anyway, so this is another tool that you can use to apply masking fluid, which is just the same as Copydex. And this is the fun bit, look. Rub, 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 rub. It's a bit like taking a condom off. And there it is. That's like a little miniature. Lisa, I've just taken the rubber off this and look, what does that look like? So anyway, so there we are. That's that. And I used it. You see those little white areas? That is the only stuff that really, really makes snowdrops look like snowdrops. So we'll have a little bit of work on that. We'll also continue this cockerel painting, which is very like a card, which is just a cockerel with snowy bits in the background. So that's it. There was one with leaves on as well. And that was another bit of painting. And then of course there's this big guinea fowl painting, and there are parts of it like these leaves here, and the you see those little daisies? They were made using masking fluid. You see, I've got on a bit with that. Put that to one side, and I think I'll have a go at that. Oh, it's so lovely. The sky's blue, the grass is green. I think I need some masking fluid. Right. Tip you up. There. Stop waggling around. I literally can't read any of that. I better put my specs on. Right. Just going to find a little pointy brush. No, I'm not. I'm going to do some more leaves. So I just need scrap paper for testing colour. Right, I want to know where Jules is, where Mel Rennick is, my blue sky. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. So long. Sorry, that's just my son-in-law asking me to sing to embarrass me. Right, so this is just a very, very simple next stage, and we're just building up this sense of snowdrops. Well, seeing as it's so lovely and warm, hopefully this will dry quite quickly, and then I'll be able to move on to the next bit. Oh, I just can't help myself. There's another leaf. It's a really, really teeny little painting. Right, so I'll just put that to one side for now. Can I have The funeral pyre. Oh, I wonder how long it would take for a body to burn, Margaret Wood. I don't think that you're going to die swimming. It's just ridiculous. But it would be quite nice to have some photographs. Get someone to take some photographs, Margaret. It would be highly appropriate to go on the Facebook page. And it would also be nice to have something to put in those frames that you have, you know, at a funeral. Okay, so I'll just do the beak. There's the beak. So really I'm just carrying on painting this nice cockerel and forgetting the fact that there is that there are masking fluid dots all over. Ooh. I've just been outside because I could hear a lot of noise, and Fifey's having a brilliant time playing with his he's got this sort of power tool for doing cutting hedges, and it's got an extension. And he's trimming all the hedges and stuff outside the house. Okay. Other wattly bit. What do you do with the little demo paintings you do for us? I sell them, Anne. Carry on painting. Ooh, matron. Yeah, in fact, Anne, I sold, which is the one that's just gone away today? You know that long thin pheasant one? That one's just gone away down to somebody in Derbyshire, I think. So, yeah, they do get sold. Right. So I'm just getting the right brush here. So I'm just looking for contrasting colours to go. Now you know how much I like to see blue and orange together, so why not just do it? Pretend that we've got blue feathers here. Actually, mixed with the black background, they are quite green anyway. Yeah, it's quite nice being able to have little paintings as well as big ones for people, because they can just stick it. They're like, some of them are just like a little, I don't know, like a little sort of treasure or a little jewel. They're quite small, and once you get them in a nice mount and a frame, they don't take up a vast amount of room. But yeah. Do you know what? I've sold quite a lot of the paintings which I have done on here in front of you lovely people. Didn't expect to, but it happened, and that was a very nice side effect for me. It's a really lovely contrast. It's very, very pleasing, these colours. And it bears absolutely no relation to reality, but they're just nice. They just feel nice. On his tool, how big is his extension? It's really big, Al. And he's got his ear defenders on, which also play Radio 4, which I bought for him. I would say it's probably about 5 or 6 foot long. Do you know what he said to me? When I was just out there before, I'll just tip you up because it feels weird just talking to... hello Beth, nice to see you. If your room is vast, do you need a bigger painting? Yes, Al, if your room is vast, do you need a very big painting? And size does matter. I think I all told you about my friend Enrique and yes, and that little story. I went out there just before and I went, and I did put my arms around the sweaty old fellow because he just looked so sweet. And he said, I've just popped some beetroot and onions in the oven, like to roast. And I looked at him and I went, oh, Lisa will be pleased. Because she won't. She does not appreciate vegetables very much. Beth, we've missed you too. Yes, I haven't broken the news to her that it's vegetables for lunch. I don't quite know how to broach that subject. Because up until recently, the staff would bring their own lunch, and we were respecting all the COVID rules, but we seem to have broken all the rules, apart from the one where they have to bring their own lunch, because that suited me not having to do it. But Jane and Lisa sort of got whiff of that. They sort of realised that, you know, we were using the same loo, using the same kettle, touching things, going up and down the same banister, so they maybe didn't have to bring their own lunch. Anyway, beetroot for lunch. You know, when I was at my mum's the other day, she went, oh, I like your watch. See this? And I went, oh, thank you. It was just cheap. I just bought it online. And she said, I can't see the time on my watch. So she's got this quite elegant little watch with Roman numerals. And she said, that one I'd be able to see. And I went, it was only like 22 quid. Do you want me to get you one? And she went, let's have a look. And I said, it's just a super dry one. And she went, oh, that's handy. So you'll be able to tell the time when you're underwater. Did you hear that, Lisa?
What was that?
Well, my mum was admiring my watch and she went, oh, I like that. And I said, oh, it's only cheap. I said, it's a super dry one. Look. And she went, oh, that'll be handy when you're underwater.
Somebody once bought James a super dry woolly hat and he said that'll keep you nice and dry on the farm.
You had a little earth tremor. No, Beth did, but she's in America. We don't need to worry about that. Right, tip you down. That'll keep you dry. Although I think we've all at one point thought that. Right, I'm going to do something here. Maybe should have got a slightly smaller brush for this, but never mind. I think my daughter Ruth, who is Alan's wife, is coming up to, look at that, to swim in the river just here later on today. So no doubt she'll be calling in. Sorry, I need to concentrate. I'm not sure these glasses are very good. Can't see very much. I'll try the blue ones, see if there's any improvement. Nope. Just stick with it. Do you remember I told you this is a brush that I got from a Chinese supermarket? I think it was about 25p. Which isn't very much, Beth, at all. Probably about the cost of an apple. Oh, Beth, you missed my dressage chat. Things have been going quite well, actually. I like to do things quite well, so I've been getting up early, taking my horse into the field, which has recently been cut, so and I got permission to school my horse down there. And basically, I've got him whopped into shape, and we've had a couple of thirds doing what we call novice tests, which for those of the uninitiated among you does not mean I'm a novice. It's actually a little bit further up the scale. So that's quite exciting, really, and some very, very nice comments from the judge. And my hamstring injury is not hampering me anymore. Thank heavens. Okay. Oh, drink the tea. Just have a little go at the eye there. He went for a swimming adventure down the river at the weekend and I got bitten all over. I've got little red blotches all over my body, which were really, really itchy, but they're not quite so itchy now. That's another thing, Margaret. It's called duck mite, And you get it in fresh water around about this time of the year. Poor Margaret, she's doing her first open water swim. I'm just putting the wind up her, Lisa. Sorry?
She'll be fine.
She might not. It's all very well saying she'll be fine. She might not. She might drown.
God. Is she at going to Sweetpool?
No, she's going to Dumfries.
Oh, alright.
Have you ever spilt your tea over a painting? Thank you very much regarding the dressage. No. Karen Griffiths paints with tea, bribing the judges with paintings like a Mexican/Colombian cartel. He does. Well, I know somebody who sometimes gets whatever he finds out in the countryside and uses it to make paintings, but it's mostly like cattle or sheep droppings. But to be perfectly honest, even when he's finished, they're indiscernible. They still look like SH1TE. Okay. Right, so I'll put that to one side. And then this is the one which is just like the start of using masking fluid just to paint in a few leaves, a little bit of a loose wash with some darker bits, and this is the beginning of what could be a really lovely bit of foliage. Oh, there's a van. What am I expecting?
DHL.
Is it DHL? I think it's delivering me something. I think I know what it is, my watercolour pads. That'll be exciting.
It's UK mail.
Oh, right. Do you know that they should have come on Friday? And apparently they didn't get here on Friday, so it got deleted off the system. Sorry?
Or just asking myself what day it was. It's Wednesday.
I know, it's really embarrassing. Maybe we should apologise to that poor customer. Sorry folks, but this is part of our world. Is it the phone cover? What are you talking about, Alan? Oh yeah, I did order one yesterday. No, well, I suppose it could be. I thought you meant yours. I was thinking, you got yours ages ago. So the layers are beginning to sort of build up there. It's quite fun, really. Now then, I'm wondering if this is ready to do the next stage. Let's just try it. So this, I'm going to do something else. While it's still, what colour? I know, completely contrasting. While it's still got the masking fluid on, that'd be quite nice just to get another colour on my funny flicky, disgusting flicky brush and just add a bit of, I don't know, make it look, add something slightly natural to the whole thing. So that everything isn't clean lines. We'll just give that a minute to dry. if I try and rub off the masking fluid now, it'll obviously rub all those little dots away. So I'll put that there. And what are you saying? Oh great, duck might... I didn't say anything about that, Margaret Wood. I didn't say about a spasm. Yeah, eels. I'm loving this one. You can make pigment from mushrooms. I won't be doing that. Okay. I'm just adding a slight earth colour into this area, just to sort of bring the ground into the mix. Now then, where is my earth colour which I had mixed up? Gone. That'll do. Like having a warmish colour like this, almost looking as though you can just about see through to the ground. Sort of does something visually. If you have a warm colour like this in the foreground, it just works somehow. Doesn't have to be a lot. In among these lupin leaves. And then just some odd little places. So remember the other day, these little daisies were just painted in. There's just a yellow dot, and I don't know why I'm telling, because Heather Gold has done a beautiful painting which is on Lockdown Gang. If you have a look at that, you'll see exactly what... Thank you, Margaret. You'll see exactly... I think it's all the texture. They're very funny looking birds. Yeah, you'll see what I mean. Heather did a lovely job of a sort of, I think it's a cliff top seaside scene with dog daisies in the foreground, and it's a really good example of how to do that, how it can be used. This will probably be covered by the mount, but I think that might be about as much of that as I want to do right now. And I think that maybe that little snowdrop painting might be dry enough to do the next stage, which is fun. Okay, here we go. Right, perfect. Absolutely pure white left behind. How nice is that? Yep, that was Fifey in the background. here, my little beauty. No good hiding. Oh, for Pete's sake. We watched a bit of that hilarious, Joy of Painting again the other night. There was nothing on telly. I do seem to have cracked the television / Humax box problem with the help of my very, very, very techie niece, Jules, who said, I had a lot of advice, some quite complicated advice from people as to how to get my smart telly to work. But Jules is she's a computer whiz actually, and she said, turn it off at the wall and turn it on again. And guess what? It worked. Right, got to be careful to keep things quite delicate. So this is just the palest. I'm literally just hinting at the shadows on this lovely simple snowdrop there. Okay. And then I get a very, very, very pointy brush. And do the stalks. Okay, so it's quite sweet, but there's a funny thing. There's always I don't know what you call it. I think Heather would probably know. There's just a little sort of, it's almost like, it's a bit like that papery covering of the daffodils that we were looking at earlier in the year. Bloody hell, that was a spider trying to eat a butterfly. There you go. Yeah. Ooh, that was horrible. I just picked up a butterfly that was sort of tangled up in a web, and there was a spider trying to get it, which I've released it. Now then, spent a lot of time looking at looking at these little snowdrops over the years, and it's like part of the flower, which is, there's like a sort of bell-shaped bit like this underneath the bigger petals, and it has little green sort of markings on like that, which sometimes just sort of peep out. I don't think I made a particularly good job of that, but anyway, that's quite a nice simple little snowdrop painting that you can easily do using masking fluid, but I would advise you to wait until February, sit and watch them, maybe dig up a clump or put some in a tub so that you can have them in front of you, the real things, and then paint them from tight buds until they open right out, and you'll love it. You're looking very tanned. Not really. You give me too much credit for being an expert. Well, it was very Heather. That's no, that your painting is lovely, and it's a perfect example of how to use. Jules, is Jules here? Great technical advice, Jules. I didn't think she was here. Ought we to be talking to our brushes? Don't knock it, Beth. You could paint a collection of different snowdrop species and sell the Christmas cards to Galanthus collectors, says Fiona Ashford. Ooh, that'll be fun. Oh, hello, Debbie Gaskin. You're too late, it's over. Over. I'm done. Gonna go and have some delicious vegetables. I was just telling everyone, Lisa, I don't know quite how to break the news to you, but Fifey's prepared some lunch for us.
Oh, has
Yeah, roast beetroot and onions. Look at her little face fall. Yeah, but do you like it roasted?
I don't remember if I had it roasted. I'm sure it would look.
Well, there's some really disgusting white bread for you to make a sandwich with if you don't like it.
That would be lovely, thank you very much.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Debbie Gaskin, I'm not going to start again, but what you can do is watch it all over again. Oh, hello, Karen Gork-Roger, how are you? I'm finished now, I'm done here, look, done. I'm going to get back to this painting, and the next time you see it, it'll be finished, maybe. Right. Enjoy the beetroot. I'll obviously share this to my page and I'll put it on YouTube, but my smart telly, when I try watching me on YouTube, I'm like this. It stretches, and I've tried doing live videos with my iPad horizontal, but it doesn't want to do it. Anyway, right, it's been lovely spending time with you again. Enjoy the rest of the day, and Louise, don't get too hot over there in Holland, and lovely to have you with us, Beth. Bye.